Asian Spanning Gateway, Chapter 4. I knew it was something I wanted to say, and it was just the whole purpose and point of me even talking about this in the first place. Okay, it's to see how we can always bring it back to ourselves. Okay, so, um, and the reason why it's important to bring it back to ourselves because we have to have the understanding of how powerful we are as individuals because we have a definite effect on our own environments and our own lives. So we have a big deal in what happens to us in this life is because of the choices that we make. That's just natural. We can see that playing out all the time. Somebody makes the wrong choice, they end up paying for it. So can you stop? Um, so that's just a natural principle of life, the laws of the universe, the workings of the universe, because we live within the universe. The universe is also spiritual. It's how we're even able to have spirit. Of course, the universe has to be spiritual. It's like it's also the representation of a womb. The universe is a womb, okay, a feminine principle, and the womb is the container of everything. So, and that's also the masculine energy. Um, so, sorry, I gotta get a little kitty cat. Come here. Why you gotta do too much? Hey, snagged him. Let me say hi. He's feisty. His name's Onyx. I call him Meow Meow. Because he meow when he hungry and when he want to be put down. Um, anyway, it's about bringing us back to ourselves and recognizing the feminine and masculine principles within ourselves and seeing what the value is in doing that, okay? Because a lot of value is not placed on it. It's based on material things, but there is value in knowing the principles of feminine and masculine because um, it is a sense of power. Having knowledge of the spirit and the physical, okay? It gives you power, it gives you sight, it gives you clarity, knowledge, know how, knowing the ledge, knowing when to back, go forward, okay? So we don't get trapped in many different life circumstances and situations. These things are not need to be religious. Your different alignments, okay, will um, tell you many different virtues and principles. Okay, your life is virtues and principles. You are a virtue and principle, but you got to know how to be able to see that. Um, so, but like I said, the feminine and masculine coming together is power, okay? And feminine and masculine is on many dimensions, many realms of realities, many different planes of existences. This goes through the society and the universe, okay? That's how deep it is. But these are things within ourselves. So once we're able to balance out these energies within ourselves, it is a sense of power, okay? But that deals with doing the actual work of being able to balance, because if there's many ways we know when we are imbalanced, okay? That's when we are in tune with ourselves. We know what's going on with ourselves, with our energy, and what's going on around us, because we know not only do we have a physical environment, we also have spiritual environments, okay? Um, and this is the basis of being influenced, okay, by different sicknesses and entities, or there's many different words we can describe penetration. Your energetic field, okay? The penetration is deep. Sex is because it's a sex. How you are co-creating with your environment. Creation is sex. masculine, feminine coming together. So we do this. This is the communication within ourselves between our masculine and feminine elements. But most of the time, we are um, more geared to the ego, the masculine side, than we are to the moon, the feminine side of us. Okay, because there's many things that have hardened um, our hearts, the connecting point. Okay, the heart is the connecting point to either side, to positive or negative. Okay, that goes deep. So, uh, anyways, once we're able to balance these things within ourselves, that is a sense of self fulfillment, self power. Okay, a sense, because there's many different aspects about ourselves. But if we were just to break it down to the duality within the feminine and the masculine and the spirit and the material, you can have somebody who is fulfilled in the physicality in the material world, right? How it may appear to be, but you don't know what's happening with the spiritual side of that person. See, that's why the world is full of appearances, because just because someone appears, they could be filthy rich and their life appears to be happy and just magnificent, but you don't have the knowledge of what's going on in spirit, based off of the appearances, what's in the light. You're not able to see what's in the dark, the moon, the sun. These are just ways of identifying, words to use to identify these energies that are happening not right in front of our face, but we're able to recognize in spirit. Okay, so the working and knowledge of these feminine and masculine principles are which we are able to build for ourselves and things also around us when we know the depth and invest in time, for yourself. Um, Going within, um, recognizing that, but you have to just already, I don't know, already, I don't even know how to say that, but to be aware of that there's more to life than what it appears to be. And that you definitely have a part in it because you're playing out your part, what you done did. Okay, we all that's just part of life, coming to terms with the choices that we made, whether they were good or not. And this is what the beauty of foresight, if you're able to foresee things. It's a form of protection, prevention. So your security systems, your cameras. You think about your body like you think about your home. You have different systems in place, and how you keep well of your home, and how well is your home operating in your relationships, and your relationship with yourself. There's so many things, more aspects of life. Um, People, just a matter of what you pay attention to, because it's definitely a reward to build in spirit. That's the closeness to God. Figuratively speaking, to build in spirit, right? Instead of building in this material, as the spirit is everlasting, that's a closeness to God, right? If God is in spirit, if it's figuratively speaking. So that's where the value is, and that's where the blessings, the gifts, the strongholds, the sight, the guidance, all that comes from. But if you're in your lower natures, you're not going to be able to have those access to those type of things because of the choice that you make, that I make, that we make. We all making choices all the time. And we're all practicing science all the time. We just don't look at it that way, because science is just observation, okay? That's what science is, in its general essence of its nature, its root, its formation, and how we are able to identify it. So he just can't help himself. Kiki, be quiet. God. He just him in that game. I can strangle them both. Okay. Now it made me forget what I was gonna say. So, oh, that boy. I don't even know what the fuck I was gonna say.